What's up, guys? My name is SnyperSama, but you can call me Sniper. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have a special one. And actually, in the next two videos, we have one shouting out someone in my YouTube comments who has specifically requested a heavy bowgun and a light bowgun video. So without further ado, let's get started with the one that I already had partially built because I prefer heavy bowgun in this game. The Griffin. The heavy bowgun build post Arch-Tempered Rey Dau. Now, this is for everybody that can beat it. If not, I can come out with another one. You guys just need to let me know in the comments, but let's get started. So we have, just like everything else, a Rarity 8 Ardian heavy bowgun. Because if you're not using Ardian, what are you doing? Right? Right. So to start, on my heavy bowgun, I built it into Pierce. Unfortunately, I didn't get the best roll on it with the infusion bonuses after the fact, but I'll get into that in just a second. For mine, I have Pierce Ammo Powder, Ignition Mod, Wyvern Piercer Ignition, and Wyvern Blast Ignition with Ignition Mode ST1. Okay? You can see we have normal ammo, Pierce ammo, spread ammo, and the Trank ammo. We are investing everything we have into Pierce ammo. The reason for it is because Pierce ammo is crazy and elemental ammo sucks. It can be used, it's just not as viable because the hit zones on monsters and Monster Hunter Wilds are not great. So, you can see here, we got triple attack, triple affinity, and 2 capacity. The 3 affinity are really what makes this not great. Okay? The capacity boost is actually huge. If I got capacity boost with attack boost, this would be crazy. This would be a great roll. Unlike most Ardian weapons, where you go for 4 attack and 1 sharpness, for bowguns, you're going to want to go for 3 attack with 2 capacity boosts to max out the magazine at which you are choosing for your ammo. Okay? So, then we have all 4, well, not all, but 4 pieces of the Arch-Tempered Rey Dau Gamma armor with the Dahad Shargreaves Beta, the Challenger Charm 2, and the Corrupted Mantle. Now that we've gone through the armor and the weapon, let's get into the decos. Unfortunately, there's not very many, but we still get a lot of perks thanks to Arch-Tempered Rey Dau. So, as we see, we have Chain 1, Chain 2. We have Challenger 1, a Shockproof, and a Jumping Jewel. That's it. Minus the weapon. But the weapon is pretty self-explanatory if you use bowguns. This is typically what you're going to use minus maxing out critical boost. I opted to max out critical boost with critical jewel, 2 critical jewel level 3s, plus an opener and precise jewel. Okay, so this brings our total to critical boost maxed, opening shot mass, ballistic, which gives us a little more range when we're firing, agitator 5, latent power 5, maximum might 3, evade extender 3, burst, wex, stamina, shock absorber, and for the bonus, we get Rey Dau's voltage, Thunder Rush War 2, which is taking our standard 90-second latent power activation all the way up to a whopping 210 seconds. Okay, for any of you that struggle with quick math like I did in junior high and high school, 90 seconds is a minute and a half. Up to 210, you're looking at 3.5 minutes. Right? 60? Yeah, 3.5. I had to double check. If you guys did that faster than me, let me know in the comments. I'm kind of dumb. And last but not least, we have the Guts Tenacity, because if you're rocking the meta, you killed Arch-Tempered Rey Dau, this is pretty much the standard now, is using this, getting the 3-piece for Lord's Soul. Crazy. Okay? Overall, basically the way the build is going to work, Agitator and Latent Power with maximum might. You have these 3 things active the majority of the time, and you're just going to pump out crazy amounts of damage. Thanks to your critical boost being so high, you're able to crit literally every shot. And with Pierce ammo, that's a lot of shots. So without further ado, we're going to go kill a tempered Arc-Filled, preferably a 5-star, but I'll let you guys know. Alright, guys. So we have a 5-star tempered Arc-Filled here. Took me a couple of resets, but we got one. Just like we have some for a couple other videos. Using this exact Arc-Filled, thankfully. Go ahead and get the sneak attack off and get started. So we get some damage there. Let's go ahead and swap over to our Pierce ammo. We did miss the roll, unfortunately, but let's see if we can get the blind. Nice. And we'll go in with our big attacks. Now, Arc-Filled is a wonderful monster to fight with Pierce. And the reason for is because his hit zones with these chain blades are massive. Like, you see how many shots I just went through right there? It goes through so much on this poor Arcfeld that is just insane. The other thing that I actually makes me enjoy Heavy Bowgun more than... Oh, balls. Alright, so latent power is activated. We did get healed, so we didn't lose guts. The thing that I really, really like about Heavy Bowgun is being able to shield everything. It's such a cool addition. But as I was saying earlier when I was going over the builds for everything, we're hitting like all crits. And the reason is because it just juices damage. You can see by the little red diamond on each of them. Alright, Arcfeld took some damage. We're actually going to roll on over here and really punch those numbers up. Going through his chain blades, getting through both sets. Like you can see, it just does so much damage. And just on top of that, you can look. You see all these little red diamonds that are popping up? If you're unaware, what these diamonds mean is that these are critical hits. So I am sitting here with every shot, 95 to 100% of my bullets crits. In fact, let's take a look. We are 100% affinity. Okay, guys? 100%. What have you seen me do? No Gormagala. And the best part is Heavy Bowgun means you get to power clash monsters. Oh, I love the Heavy Bowgun so much more than I love the light bowgun. It just feels nice. It feels meaty. We do have our alternate fire mode back up, so let's do that. There is a tempered wound on this Arcfeld, but we're just gonna go ahead and guard this. And thankfully we survive. Hopefully Duck comes in clutch with some heals here. Duck? Buddy? We're actually gonna just take this. Oh, never mind. Duck is coming. Alright, so let's see if we can break this wound then. There we go. Get a little knockdown there. And look at guys, we're still just only critting. We haven't done anything but crit, I'm willing to bet, in this entire hunt. We are doing a lot of piercing through the chain blades on Arcfeld, but if we were to aim for like the fleshier parts on Arcfeld, we'd be doing even more damage, but this is just kind of showcasing what I'm talking about. I should have just guarded that if I'm being honest, but that's okay. Alright, we are going to take our opportunity real quick and we're going to heal up. Just to avoid any type of catastrophe. Truly, like, Heavy Bowgun and Light Bowgun, they're not my favorite weapons. But as far as enjoyment goes, Heavy Bowgun does a really good job, in my opinion, of kind of fulfilling the power fantasy that I get with melee weapons. Which is kind of being in the monster's face. It's a little cheesy in comparison to some of the melee weapons, definitely. But as far as actually playing the game, it's really enjoyable on monsters that you can kind of mess with, especially when you're playing with friends. Super nice, super easy. And it looks like our good buddy Arcfeld is leaving. So what we're going to do is we're going to just auto move the secret. We'll go ahead and move through and heal. You guys can kind of see this is just straight damage. Even now I'm at 50% affinity with minimal perks active. I'm not even in the fight. It's truly just one of those builds that you can kind of do whatever you want and not have too many things to worry about. Oh wow, that is not coming in clutch with a para right there. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and pop this and unload. Oh, we did get hit there. This is a really rough spot to be fighting him. I won't lie. I don't like this. But all right, latent power is activated again, which means we're up to 70% affinity. And maximum might is back active, which means we're back up to that good old 100%. Every single shot doing absolutely max damage, as long as I hit the right spots. Oh boy, I think I cart here. Alright, we're good. I'm glad I was able to see that and remember about that. This is quite literally, I think, one of the worst spots to be fighting this game. Thankfully, that was still active, so I didn't take any damage from him. I was caught mid-reload. Unfortunate. Are you gonna get me again? Oh, I was able to get the guard off. See if we can break this temper. Oh. We are kind of just in a really rough spot. Our good old boy Arkfeld was literally anywhere else would be doing a lot better than where we're at later. Oh, I was supposed to be hitting R because I'm on Heavy Bowgun. I was like, why is this not working? Stay down. Let's heal off. Alright, back to. Overall, this fight's not bad. It really is just this location. This is just a bad location. I'm willing to bet if we were somewhere else, we'd probably be completely fine right now. But it is a 5-star temper at Arkfeld. We got to be a little more careful. Can't be completely forgetful and just not care. But you know what? You guys can really just see the capability of the build, which is nice. And once again, shout out YouTube comments for the gentleman that asked specifically for light bowgun, heavy bowgun. I hope this is what you're looking for. My light bowgun build won't include any arch-tempered pieces. So if you were unsuccessful, you can't use this. You can use the same build for both light bowgun and heavy bowgun, because although they are different, they're both synonymous, which being able to use pretty easily as interchangeable pieces. So we're gonna guard this too, and we're gonna hope that we can trap him right here. We did get it just in time. And with the exception of a really bad location, Arkfeld being, this is actually great. We were able to get him down pretty quickly, in my opinion, especially considering I was just showcasing the pierce ammo going all the way through the monster rather than actual optimal gameplay. But you know what? We'll take 840 on an Arkfeld kill, especially a tempered 5-star one when I haven't played in a couple of days. It's pretty lit overall. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Farewell.